Welcome to another episode of Behind the Seams with George Courey. Today, I'm here with Matthew Victor, our Vice President of Sales. Matthew, welcome to
Welcome
the
to the show.
podcast.
Hey, Jeff, how
You
are
like
you?
that? We're still doing the podcast, by
We
the
are.
way.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
it's happening still.
Yeah, 7
Yeah.
months running now, I
There,
think, right?
there
Yeah.
you go.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's going really
So
well.
today we thought we'd have you on to talk a little bit about U.S. healthcare, healthcare laundries, healthcare textiles, and where that's going in 2026.
Yeah.
To talk about a little bit of insights that we've had by talking directly with clients, being in the trenches,
Absolutely.
and then maybe some of the stuff that our clients don't know that we're working on that we're looking to bring to market this year.
Sure.
So go ahead. The floor is yours.
Thanks, Jeff. Well, that's a lot. Let's break that down into like small little
There
chapters
you
to go
go.
through. So let's talk about first how great 2025 was for our organization.
Yeah.
So 2025 this is the first podcast we're doing together was a wonderful year, banner year for us in the U.S. So continued growth. We ended the year with bringing on a wonderful new addition to our team, which I know many of our customers know already.
Who's that?
You know his name,
Who?
Jeff. Come on now, John Witchy,
The man, the legend.
the infamous John Witchy. So we brought him aboard late.
Although I am disappointed he didn't bring the beard with him.
You know, I think that's something he could grow.
After?
So maybe feedback for his review
I'm gonna tell him.
eventually.
I'm gonna tell him.
It could be interesting to note that in his review. We'll have to clear that through people in
He's gonna
culture.
watch this.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
People in culture
Yeah.
first, but
Okay.
very happy to bring John
Mhm.
aboard. Obviously, a ton of experience in our industry.
Yeah.
Truly a vet, well known, well respected, and already making an impact for our organization in late 25 into now early 26. And really happy to expand that coverage because,
Right.
as you know, customers, what are they looking for more than anything else? They're looking for someone that they can trust. They're looking for a foundational relationship and partnership with an organization. And like we have done in the past, and we're going to continue to do, being present and in front of our customers is extremely important.
Yeah.
Right? It's why we do the things that we do every single day and why we're on the road and why last year it was 59 flights for me and
That's
counting.
it?
Yeah, 15. Is
59.
Is that not good? Is that going to be my review this year,
I
Jeff?
mean,
Yeah.
weak.
A little, maybe. I've talked to my wife.
Yeah.
I don't know if she'll feel the same way about it. But yeah, we're on the road a ton because that's what customers want, right? They want to understand that the partner that they're dealing with is there and present. And through the ups and downs that we saw in 25, which we might see some of those same up and downs in 26, that they have a partner there that they can rely on to bring them the stability, right? And to be able to be there and overcome any challenges that they might have.
And you know what else is cool about bringing John on board with our company is, so he comes from a laundry tech background, right? Like, so he worked at another company that was doing the efficiency metrics, all digital for laundries and all that. Spindle. And so I think that what we're going to see more of in 2026 and beyond is more synergies between the different elements that go into supplying a laundry. And what I mean by that is, you know, merging tech with textiles, with equipment manufacturers like the ironers, the folders, etc., and then bringing all that together. Because what we've seen in the past is those elements kind of working in a silo. So we'll come up with like an amazing technology on a sheet, for example, but it doesn't work efficiently through the ironer.
Exactly.
Or, you know, we think that RFID is the next coming, and all of a sudden, oh, well, they can't do this because of this restriction or that restriction. So I think that we've been working a lot with our partners on in those other elements of the industry to come up with a solution that actually works for laundries. So we've seen that. I think that's going to continue. Do you agree?
I 100% agree with that. And I think that what we're seeing in our industry is as technology advances, price points are coming down, right? And I think that that's an important element of a laundry partner of ours being able to actually introduce, let's call it RFID technology into their system because chips are a lot cheaper than they ever were in the past. So the ability to be able to actually use that technology for the benefit of their organization and frankly for the benefit of the end user at the end of the day is huge. So I think you've got to bang on, Jeff. I really
and it's
do.
bringing it full circle, you know, and just like understanding the industry holistically. And I don't know if that sounds cliche or not, but it's even in surgical, right? We're in pack rooms, we're talking with clients, and they're like, you know what would be awesome is if you can develop this kind of piece of equipment for us to check the product better. Like, I don't want to give the exact specifics because we're working on it, but you know, it's ideas like that is thinking outside of textiles, kind of bringing it all together to create a solution to make lives easier for laundries
Absolutely.
who have it so
Well,
hard.
well, Jeff, it's one thing that, as an organization, and I don't want to necessarily give all of our secret sauce out
Mhm.
there, but
This is behind the scenes,
behind the
mind
scenes, you're right, Jeff. But we gotta be careful. Who knows who's watching the
you. Behind the
podcast?
scenes
Yeah,
asterisks.
asterisk, maybe a little bit of an asterisk, but the idea is exactly that. By being present in our customer's operation and asking questions that go well beyond the textiles that we
Yeah.
provide allows us to bring our knowledge and ultimately the experience that we have as a group
Mhm.
forward to come up with solutions that truly do go way beyond any textile that we can ever provide. And I think that that is a little bit of our secret sauce that makes us different. We
Mhm.
truly talk about partnering with our laundries
Yeah.
or any of our partners, and that goes in our hospitality division as well.
Mhm.
It's not unique to laundry
Right.
only, but it gives us a different view,
Mhm.
and we really do go hand in hand with our partner through any challenges that
You're
they
right.
might have.
And because things like, hitting a spec or
Mhm.
hitting a price point,
Commonplace, man.
this is table
Table
stakes.
stakes.
Table stakes, right?
Bingo.
So
Exactly.
it's bringing that extra element.
That's
It's,
right.
hey, let me understand your issue, or let me understand your customer's issue,
Yeah.
and let's try to figure out a way around that. So if it's identifying something differently than the other, all right, let's add a bias, or let's add a
That's right.
print of some sort, or different ways to not just be like, hey, we sell out of a catalog. This
That's
is
right.
the price. Yeah, if you hit that, we have economies of scale. We're going to hit your price point. It's no problem.
Mhm.
But you're not solving a problem, and you're not advancing the industry in that
That's
way, right?
That's right.
So if and we train our guys to do this all the time, which is understand your customer, understand your customer's customer,
Mhm.
and let's bring it back and
Mhm.
see if we can come up with a solution.
Right. Understand those pain points, understand what's going on.
Mhm.
What we're seeing, and one of my favorite topics, and this because I talk about nauseum in our
We're going to talk about
organization.
AI.
I am going to talk about AI, Jeff.
But
That is a topic.
100%.
And then you blend all of that together and you get, some really interesting outputs, right? Because I think the advancement of AI has come a long way, not only in the efficacy of a person's day to day, and I
Mhm.
talk a lot about that in different things that I do for ALM and
Yeah.
ARTA, and et cetera, where people have just become that much more efficient, but that extends into operations as well,
Yeah.
right? And if you could put all of those pieces together
Mhm.
for your partner, you can
And
offer a ton of value.
we're
Yeah.
really just scratching the surface there too,
Oh,
right? Like,
100%.
and and I don't know if it's in 2026, but it's certainly on the horizon with this idea of smart textiles and
Mhm.
having a sheet be able to read the blood pressure of the patient, or like things like that. I mean, that stuff fascinates me.
Yeah.
I think that it's still a little bit off for when it's mainstream, especially for large scale hospital healthcare organizations. But that stuff is on the horizon,
Yeah.
right? And so if you just sell out of a catalog, you're never getting there.
Yeah.
But if you're truly understanding how things work, how hospitals work, and how that translates into the actual textile,
Yeah.
I think that the sky is the limit,
Well, if you remember, Jeff, once upon a time in our history,
Mhm.
silver
Sure.
and the idea of having that type of technology built into yarn was something that we did through Cambridge Towel, which
Sure.
was our organization, right? And I think that what's super interesting about that is, maybe wrong time.
Yeah.
Right. So actual moment in time from a technology
Mhm.
perspective is a little bit too expensive, maybe not able to see the full value from that. But as technology increases, the
Mhm.
ability to go back to those days of weaving that truly into the
True.
textiles that we do, I think is
Mhm.
coming.
100%.
Is coming.
I think one thing we're not going to do is gold in the towels
Yeah.
at 4,500 an ounce or
Yeah.
whatever it is. I
Yeah.
think we'll skip that one.
I think we'll
Yeah.
skip that one. Yeah.
Even though it has
Absolutely.
antimicrobial properties.
Sure.
But yeah, it's that's where we're going,
Yeah.
and that's where we're undeniably going. And I think that's what we're going to try to bring in 2026 is understand the market better.
That's right.
And then not forget the table stakes elements too.
Well, it's
People
got-
need service.
Yeah.
They want you to pick up the phone.
That's
they want
right.
you to answer their email
That's right.
at an appropriate time frame.
That's right.
And have the stock they need at the price they need it. Right?
Absolutely. And that's where AI, I'll bring it back, Jeff,
Yeah.
because I'm going to talk about it. That's where organizations have amazing tools
Mhm.
available to them.
Right.
I won't name them all, but there is a lot of stuff that you can do to actually elevate your ability to give that service and to be present for your customers, even when you're not there on site, as much as we try to be. And I think that that's where it's going. And the other thing that we haven't really talked about that I think is table stakes, which I do see, it was an interesting 2025 for us, and maybe might be an interesting 2026 is pricing and what's happening from that standpoint. I know that you just came back from Germany, right?
Right.
So maybe you could give us a little bit of understanding of how that went and what
Yeah.
you're hearing from our suppliers from
Mhm.
around the world.
I think in 2025, the name of the game there was just instability or
Hmm.
unpredictability. Is that a word? Yeah, that
Yeah,
is a word.
predictability. Yeah,
Unpredictability.
yeah.
Um,
Don't ask me to spell it,
Everything was
but yeah,
unpredictable.
thank you.
And so I think that where it's going is a certain level of stability. And even that's with an
Yeah.
asterisk because it can change with a tweet,
Mhm.
in the next hour. But I think that people are not knee jerking as much as maybe we did in 2025.
Okay.
I think as a company, we did okay being as transparent as we could be with our
Yeah.
clients and kind of, transitioning correctly to the post tariff world. But I think that in general, we're in a good period right now in terms of raw materials, in terms of freight, in terms of all that stuff. The one thing that's still the unknown element is the geopolitical, let's
Of
call it,
course.
impact on the supply
Of
chain,
course.
which is, it's an ever changing
But
phenomenon.
but the one thing that we do commit to, like just on that topic,
Hmm.
because it was something that I was discussing with our sales staff at almost nauseum,
Hmm.
especially at the beginning, April 2025, when all of that really came up and
Hmm.
the cream came to the top, or whatever that expression is. Yeah, one
That
of those.
sounds right. Yeah.
Sounds right. But that idea of like, we need to be first,
Mhm.
right? And that is something that is in the DNA of our organization, is that if we hear information that's going to impact our client,
Mhm.
go back to that service
Yep.
concept, that we're out there having those conversations. And some customers, it impacted them right away. For
Mhm.
some other customers, depending on stock and availability and all that kind of
Mhm.
wonderful complex formula, maybe affected them a lot later. But
Mhm.
now what we're seeing is that's pretty much affecting the entire
Totally.
industry.
Yep.
And I think you're right, Jeff. I think a tweet can change that. And from a geopolitical standpoint, I think that there's a lot of still unknowns,
Mhm.
but it does feel like it's at least a little bit more stable, a little bit more,
I
at
think it
least.
feels
Yeah.
like that because we've done what we had to do to try to eliminate as much as possible the risk of instability.
Yeah.
But it's not really stable. But I think the appearance of it is that it is stable because of that,
Okay.
and we put a lot of hard work
Absolutely.
into that,
Yeah.
and so that our customers don't feel that instability
Right.
because it's not what anybody wants to be talking about. Like the laundries are busy. They're busy
Yeah.
doing their thing. They're a very difficult job,
Yeah.
and it's our job to make sure that they don't feel it.
Right.
So that's probably why, from a sales perspective, you feel like it's there. It's kind of like that duck,
Operations doing a
right?
good job.
The
Yeah.
duck is smooth on
Yeah.
top of the water, but underneath it's
That's
going
right.
like crazy. And so
That's
I
right.
think that it's continuing, but managed, I
Yeah.
think, in a better way than we
And I
ever
want to
have.
pick off of something that you just said, which was, let our customers focus in on what they're really good at, right?
Right.
Because that's our job. Our job is to remove that complexity of,
Yep.
okay, how am I going to price out my linen? How am I
Hmm.
going to be able to get my per pound exactly where I need it to be in order
Hmm.
to be competitive? The other thing I think we're seeing when we talk about trends for 2026 is also that expanding of our customers' portfolio into things that they weren't necessarily doing before. I know retail medical is definitely something that our customers are talking about
Hmm.
a lot
Yeah.
more, which is, I think, very interesting. It's diversification, it's getting into a lot more small deliveries
Hmm.
rather than what we would consider that bulk linen.
Right.
So, more specified, unique items
Hmm.
for unique customers.
Yeah.
And by taking away the pressures and that instability on their linen and all of that aspect,
Hmm.
we're letting our customers expand their
Yeah.
portfolio, make a little bit more money for those that are for profit. And I think that that's really cool that we're able to help them
Yeah,
do that.
you're right, and that should be a profit driver more importantly than anything. Like, yeah, a little bit more effort there with the right partner makes it easier,
That's right.
but there should be more like margin in that business for the laundries,
That's right.
to understand and maybe augment some of their bulk
Yeah.
stuff, right?
Or
So
just augment their service level if
yeah,
it's a co-op, from a
mm,
co-op side of
yeah,
things, right? Just to augment their internal service level,
mhm,
less profit driven, more from a service driven
yeah,
perspective. So I think there's some really cool things
yeah.
happening.
Lots going on, but what is undeniable
Tell
is
me,
that it will
Jeff.
be a fun year.
It will be a fun year. I thought you were going to talk about how we're going to continue the podcast, but hey,
Well, we'll see. I don't know. We'll see how many views we get here. We
okay.
could get a lot of views.
We're going to get a lot of views, Jeff. I hope so.
If we
It's my
do,
beautiful face. Or
really,
maybe yours.
is yours AI? I don't know.
Almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be eventually.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Always a
This
pleasure.
another episode of Behind the Seams. Make sure to follow us everywhere and tune in for the next one.